love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. 10 black. Check. 55 to the mic. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, you guys.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Man, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Let's go.
A very solid gain of 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even. Like that. Go. Don't say no.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Check it back.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Coming this way. Here we go. Go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
57. I got it.
Buying time to his, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. O.J. Howard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the out. Watch the out.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
55. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
That is caught at the 7. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 9, check 9. Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Pushing his weight, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, we can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of it? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow, to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go, because they're hitting them in every direction.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's caught inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines. his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Washington 14. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Who that? 47 Mike, 44.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Viking 18. Situation, let's go. Hot, hot. Come on, boy, 47. Check, 47. Nice, sweetheart.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
25-yard line.
Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script this.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here I come.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Panthers' 48-yard line.
Second and 11. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
First down, Washington.
Let him know.
Back to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 49. Check 49.
McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first step.
Touchdown, Carolina! And they're A post route, started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Come off the ball, hard. Check 99. 17. Let's go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready. Yellow. 22. Coming after you. Line open.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, good move. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He's going to look deep for more. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Panthers are going to be set. Up with a 1st and goal is a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Go!
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he stopped immediately there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is complete to Moore, the comebacker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, go steal. 6 shots. Go.
And now and he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Quit talking about it.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Duvernay. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trap 60. He's tight right here. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for DJ Moore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Switch up.
Flush to his right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It's fourth down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control. They can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Right. Set, put.
On first down, Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup, because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up second down at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now. 45. White. 55.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. Badgley able to knock this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head... sudden death, but if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Hey, check, Mike 57. Oh, you got deep?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Being chased out left. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. The 20. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
And now at this point in overtime, they know that they are in field goal range, and 3 points is a must in order to keep this game going. But after that big play, they've got to be thinking bigger. They've got to be thinking, get in the end zone, get 6, and let's get out of here.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 757's Mike! Bring it! Go!
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's just me. 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey! You remember me? Let's go, baby!
His pass caught at the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how about